What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling Genesis 2013 review. Welcome to Genesis tonight as we kicked it off with Rockstar Spud bringing out Dixie Carter as she came out and buried AJ Styles and pretty much tried to put over Magnus as the crowd kept chanting, "We want AJ, we want AJ," and everything. Pretty much she named her champion now, as Magnus came out saying, "This is your world champion," and everything. And since he has two belts, everybody chanted, "You sold out, you sold out." He decided to give Dixie a belt for being the people's champion, the fans' champions. So she gave him one of the other title belts. So then Dixie pretty much thanked him and then brought out everybody that helped beat AJ last week. Lady Topper, the Bromans, Zima Ion, Bad Influence, Gail Kim, and Bobby Roode came out. I believe Bobby Roode came out. I don't think he came out though. He was thanking all of them, and then she brought out Ethan Carter III, who was going to be Sting tonight, she says, until before Ethan Carter even said anything, Sting's music hit. He was in the crowd with his baseball bat, heading down to the ring, saying that this is not Genesis, is not going to be your Genesis and everything, about what's happening around here. And he said she had like a mob boss, and how you pretty much mess with Kurt Angle's family, and that was going too far. And he called Magnus a paper champion. He was nothing around. You haven't earned the title or anything. So now this is TNA, a house divided. And Sting brought out his representatives, so Joseph Park, Eric Young, Gunner, Storm, ODB, and Samoa Joe came out, pretty much came out to the ring. Everybody brawled out there. Pretty much everybody brawled out there until it came back from the commercial. Rockstar Spud made the six-man tag: Joe, Parks, Young, ODB, Gunner, and Storm versus Bad Influence, the Bromans, Zima Ion, and Lady Top. I believe this was a six-man tag. I don't even really know if it was a six-man tag or seven-man. I don't know how many people was in this match. 12-man. I don't even know how many people was in this match. I know it was a six-man, he said. Pretty much the match went on. Everything was brawling out the entire ring the entire time until somebody got in the ring and became a regular match. Then Joseph Parks turned to abyss, attacking his own team members and everybody that came in sight. But Joe pretty much picked up the win with the rear naked chokehold on Chris Daniels, which a lot of things don't make sense in many type of ways for TNA of what with wrestling. And pretty much Austin Aries and Velvet Sky were talking in the back about Chris Sabin, and pretty much he thanked about the whole collector card to Velvet Sky, and Sabin got mad and pretty much told her to come out to the ring and stuff. Chris Sabin was out there with Velvet Sky then calling out Austin Aries because he said, "This is my girlfriend in the X Division Championship," and pretty much Aries called him the worst boyfriend whatever that ever lived, and so pretty much tried to tell Velvet she could do better and everything, and pretty much Chris Sabin kept cutting him off because he was about to say she was a hot piece of ass and didn't let him get away with it, and pretty much Velvet he called Velvet Toots, and then the match was going to pretty much like this. Aries suggested that Velvet be in a cage next week when X Division titles on the line, and Velvet agreed. She says it will be next week that Chris Sabin will go against Austin Aries for the X Division title on Genesis, and yeah, next week on Genesis we'll go for the title. She will be in a cage, so this could be a heel turn for Velvet Sky, as most people will see. So, and she pretty much told Sabin if we don't win, she'll have to spend her time with somebody else. Some agent was in the back, I believe, talking to somebody, and he talked to Sam Shaw, telling him good match next week, gonna be a big player around here, but leave the whole Christy Hemme thing go. And this dude, Sam Shaw, pretty much beat up whoever this guy, and he beat him with his own shoe. He beat him with his shoe, so yeah, he beat him up with his shoe and left him there. EC3 trying to get ready for his match against Sting tonight, and Magnus came and called him a rookie and stuff, saying he's a big time guy around here. Magnus is now, even though I don't know how you're gonna call him a rookie, even though Magnus is somewhat of a rookie somewhat himself. And yeah, but even though whatever Derek Bateman or EC3, whatever it is, somewhat it's been around the wrestling business in WWE, whatever NXT, but I don't know on my reaction to that. Bully Ray went against Ken Anderson, no disqualification match, which was crazy because Anderson did a mic check on the barricade and put him through a table with a rolling hills, and pretty sure they get the lighter fluid going. Anderson's about to burn the table pretty much. Bully Ray hit the power drive after a low blow and won the match, which was somewhat of a weak finish, I would say, but somewhat of a weak finish, but the match was good for a no disqualification match, my opinion on that. Kurt Angle was searching for Al Snow in the back, and he asked Al Snow, who told you, and he said he didn't want, he said, they told me not to tell you, and pretty much Kurt Angle punched Al Snow to the ground, and he came out and called whoever was doing all this, and Dixie Carter said that you've been signed here for over 7 years, so you don't want to do anything crazy. And he said she cares about Kurt Angle and doesn't want him to get hurt or injured or anything, and told him it was for his own safety. And pretty much she postponed the cage match for next week against him and Bobby Roode. So there would be no cage match tonight. Kind of a bit of a letdown right there. And Sting, and then pretty much Kurt Angle said he would be in Sting's corner night to help him. And then she said, you know, you don't know what you're saying. So she pretty much told security to kick him out of the building and get rid of him. So take him out of here. But then Bobby Roode came out of nowhere and attacked Kurt Angle, him with a death drive, and pretty much let it go on after you just said you didn't want to see Kurt Angle hurt. But you let him get beat up by Bobby Roode, so they pretty much rolled him out of the ring and kicked him out of the building. Gail Kim versus Madison Rayne for the Knockouts title, which was the Knockouts title, which somewhat ended in a weak finish right after they got rid of Lady Topper. It was kind of going good at first until the end, after Velvet went by some type of move that nobody looked like they saw coming and really think was going to win. Now even think the announcer saw it. It's just like a weak win for a weak title win, even though Madison Rayne is now the new Knockouts champion. It was just weird for a title change, like it just came out of nowhere. It didn't look exciting for it. The debut of the American Wolves, Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards from Ring of Honor, will make their TNA debut next week. Tryout matches, Dixie says. But they gave her a letter saying it's going to be some potential investor now that's going into TNA and stuff. So she started texting somebody. It's about a new TNA investor. We don't know who that TNA investor is, but we'll have to find out and see. But with Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards being there, we'll see what happens if they can get over in TNA, because TNA needs something right now. EC3 went against Sting. The special guest referee was Rockstar Spud, but Sting was so desperate to get that win over EC3, even though Sting beat the hell out of EC3 most of the time. He pretty much had to pull Rockstar Spud to get the win, but Magnus came out and pulled him out of there, and pretty much when EC3 got the roll up, he pretty much pinned Sting pretty much hit a quick 3 count and took out Sting real quick. So, yeah. I don't know why. And then Sting came out. Sting was talking to Magnus how he was none of the champion. This is how you would pay him after the main event Mafia and stuff. And how you disrespected AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy for leaving his company now. And how Magnus says he was the man, he's the champion and everything. And Sting pretty much said he wants another title shot. He shut his mouth up and he said, you don't have a title shot, Magnus says. And then Sting tried to call him a boy, but Magnus said your reverse psychology isn't going to work. You know he's a man. And he said, you'll do anything for the title shot, huh? So pretty much next week, if Sting beats Magnus, he'll get the title, I believe. He would give Sting a title match, but I believe next week. But if Sting loses, Magnus will rip up his contract, and Sting's career will be over then, his TNA career or whatever. So Sting accepted the match. So will this be Sting's last run in TNA? I don't know. I hope not. Because now this probably may now start all the rumors for WrestleMania 30. It's Sting's coming to WWE now. Do I think Sting will go to the WWE? when WrestleMania 27 was around, maybe, where it could have been Sting versus Taker. But if he goes to WWE, he'll probably end up right back in TNA, because I don't know how Sting will work in the WWE. Maybe if they did this back in 2011, when the whole whatever the date was, 21/11, I would believe it, because all the rumors were going around Sting fighting The Undertaker at WrestleMania. But I don't know. I do believe Sting needs to be with TNA in a way, because TNA is really very desperate of keeping itself together. You don't have Hogan there. AJ Styles, who's now gone with Ring of Honor. Don't know they have a contract, or they're going to renew some with him. I forgot with Jeff Hardy. I believe he's still around in that, or whatever they're doing with Jeff Hardy. But Sting has more, and TNA has more releases. They got rid of Jake Bradley and Wes Briscoe. They've gotten rid of them. So TNA is in a very desperate attempt right now, and that is shitty right now. With the American Wolves debuting Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards, will that be a change? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with TNA. It's just in a very desperate rut right now. I don't know what's the future for them. I don't know how Sting is going to go with this. I don't think, in a way, Sting may lose his contract. But if Sting goes to WWE, he'll probably be back in TNA after WrestleMania, in my opinion, or he'll probably get the title and, still be with TNA. But I don't know. TNA's just in a very desperate times right now, and they really need to somewhat stepping around, because they're shitty right now, and I don't know what they're doing, but they better pull some rabbit out of their hat or do something next week that's going to be so spectacular on Genesis, because you have Aries versus Sabin for the X Division title, and Gunner versus Storm for the briefcase, whoever gets a World Heavyweight title shot. So it's a lot of shit right now. I don't see any other contenders for Magnus right now, except for Sting, or somebody's got to face Magnus for the title. There's no AJ Styles, no Jeff Hardy. I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like it was a bad move for Hogan to leave TNA. I don't know if Hogan's going back to WWE, as everybody says. Well, Hogan may re-sign with TNA. I don't know what's going on around in TNA right now. But it's just so many rumors of everybody going to WrestleMania 30 and stuff, Sting, Hogan, and others. I don't know. I still think they're going to turn back around and go to TNA. Because right now TNA's in shits. Maybe they need them. I still think TNA needs Sting right now. So, hopefully, maybe he'll still be with TNA and not WWE. And I guess I'll say this since I'm on here and heard tonight. Wrestling Soup, X-Pac Heat of the Year winner, I guess, here of 2013 myself. So, yeah, I guess I'll thank Wrestling Soup. I've already talked to them already. They're having a good sport about it. Yeah, it was a fun award, I guess. We didn't have the X-Pac Heat Award yet. Hey, haters gonna hate. And I'm pissing them off to get that. I guess that X-Pac Heat then, I guess. But it was kind of fun and enjoyable. But comment, subscribe. It's me, the HOOD. Coming with the news and reviews. We'll have reactions, reviews coming here and there. So, I'll see you guys later. Saying hello to all the nemesis. And we're now done with this review of TNA 2014 Genesis. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.